In the early hours of December 1, 1948, the world's attention would unwittingly be drawn to the southern coast of Australia, to a place known as Somerton Beach in Adelaide. The sand stretched endlessly under a pale, mist-heavy sky. The waves rolled in, indifferent and rhythmic, erasing the footprints of those who walked before. There, lying neatly propped against a low stone seawall, was the lifeless body of an unknown man. His legs extended before him, his head resting gently against the rock. Witnesses described him as immaculately dressed in a pressed suit and polished shoes, his hair combed, his appearance almost peaceful, as though sleeping beneath the sky's pale dawn. But death had claimed him, and what followed became one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries of the 20th century, a riddle steeped in cryptic clues, secret codes, and eerie coincidences. It would forever be known as the Tamam Shud case. Authorities were summoned, and the body transported to the city morgue. There, investigators noted several strange details. The man carried no wallet, no identification. The labels had been meticulously cut from every piece of his clothing. His dental records matched no known person in Australia. Even his fingerprints yielded no results in international databases. An autopsy revealed no visible wounds, no signs of violence. However, his spleen was 3 times its normal size, and his stomach contained traces of an unknown substance, one that suggested poisoning, though no definitive toxin could be identified. It was, from the start, a mystery wrapped in contradictions. Then came the most curious discovery of all. Hidden within a small fob pocket of the man's trousers was a tightly rolled scrap of paper, bearing the words, Tamam Shud. The phrase, printed in delicate Persian script, meant, "It is finished," or, "the end." The paper was identified as a piece torn from the final page of a rare edition of a book of ancient Persian poetry, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Its presence deepened the enigma. A public appeal was made, and soon a man from Glenelg came forward, claiming to have found a copy of the very book in the back seat of his unlocked car, parked not far from Somerton Beach the night before the body was discovered. Inside the book was a curious series of faintly penciled letters and symbols, arranged as though a secret code. WRGOABABD, MLIAOI, WTBIMPANETP, MLIABOAIAQC, ITTMTSAMSTGAB. Despite the efforts of cryptographers, naval intelligence, and international codebreakers, the meaning of the sequence remains unsolved to this day. Further intrigue came when a local nurse, known in records as Jessica Thompson, was connected to the case. The book contained her unlisted phone number. Questioned by police, Jessica appeared visibly unsettled upon viewing the man's death mask, yet she insisted she did not know him. Rumors spread rapidly. Some believed the man was a Cold War spy, dispatched on a clandestine mission. Others suspected he was a jilted lover, driven to suicide. Yet no family came forward. No missing persons reports matched his description. And no clear motive could be established. Investigators learned that in the months before his death, the man had been seen by various witnesses throughout Adelaide. A woman recalled a stranger watching her home. Hotel staff remembered a solitary guest who spoke little and carried no luggage. Each recollection painted the portrait of a man who had come from nowhere and vanished into myth. As the case drew public fascination, urban legends flourished. Locals claimed strange men had been seen lurking near Somerton Beach in the nights after the discovery. Stories circulated of foreign agents, hidden messages, and poison carried in secret compartments. In time, the case faded from headlines, but the mystery endured. In 1949, the unknown man was buried in a simple grave in West Terrace Cemetery, Adelaide. The headstone read, "Here lies the unknown man found at Somerton Beach, the 1st of December 1948. Decades later, modern technology revived the investigation. Facial reconstructions were made. DNA samples were extracted from the man's preserved hair. In 2021, genetic genealogists worked to trace his ancestry, leading to potential relatives in Europe. Despite these advances, many questions remain. Who was the Somerton man? Why was the Rubaiyat important enough for him to carry its final words in his pocket? What message lay encrypted in the cryptic code scrawled within its pages? The case continues to haunt those who study it. The beach remains serene, its sands concealing memories of a cold December night when an unknown life ended with the simple words, Tamam Shud. As you listen now, imagine the cool, salt-laden air, the sound of distant waves, and the flicker of a lone street lamp. Picture a solitary figure seated by the shore, waiting for something, or someone, destined never to arrive. Some mysteries linger like mist above restless waters, and some secrets, like the Tamam Shud case, remain forever unsolved.